Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Lesbian News. Our top stories and headlines today are: we get some Bette, Tina, Alice, Shane, Sophie, and Finley behind the scenes pictures, yet nothing from Dani and Gigi. The cast actually posts some content and sends lesbians into a spiral. Jennifer Beals teases us with some content while the cast gets stuck into some night shoots. And there's an outbreak on set. But how will this affect filming? First Kill audiences are campaigning for a second season. Showtime pumps big bucks into Yellowjackets. And Westworld returns this Sunday. All that and more coming up on the Lesbian News. Welcome back to the Lesbian News. Thank you so much for joining us. Our top story today, we get a plethora of content from the set of the Generation Q for season 3. The cast and crew did treat us to some glamorous behind the scene pictures, with Jennifer Beals sending the fandom into a spiral over some chairs. If anyone didn't know lesbians are unhinged, they definitely know now. Lots of other pictures were shared by the cast over various night shoots that are going on at the moment, and they also seem to have some long days, with a 15-hour filming day on the schedule. The cast were caught out filming at various locations this past week, with Bette, Tina, Alice, and Shane dropping Angie and Jordy off at university. Judging by the set decorations and props, it seems as though Angie and Jordy are going to be attending CU. Of course, CU is the hallowed halls where Dean Porter taught at and also had her affair with student Nadia. Could this mean we get a possible guest star or cameo from Phyllis Kroll and Joyce Wishnia, maybe even Molly? And there is the possibility, no matter how small, that Nadia could have returned to teach at CU. A girl can dream. We also got some shots of Jack Tobani and Rosani Zayas filming at Elshon Park. Seems like Finley is out of rehab and has ditched the blonde. The Gen Q set also had a bit of a blip this weekend, with Kate Manning coming down with COVID. It seems as though the rest of the cast and crew has not been impacted, with everyone being tested and filming resuming the following day. The Lesbian News passes on their best wishes and get well soon, Kate. Some people will be worried how this impacts filming, but don't worry, they can usually shoot around cast members, and I'm guessing they'll have built in certain blips like this into the 5-month filming schedule. Make sure you've checked out our in-depth coverage of all the behind the scenes pictures in the video linked above, and also make sure you're subscribed here to keep up to date with all the behind the scenes news of Generation Q Season 3. On to our next story. First Kill has still not received its Season 2 renewal, and lesbians everywhere are pushing for it. If you haven't caught First Kill yet, go and check it out. And just to entice some of you 30+ lesbians, First Kill has a leading character played by Elizabeth Mitchell, who you'll all remember, of course, as the iconic Dr. Kim Legatsby on ER. With 48 million viewers so far, First Kill is bound to get a second season, so fingers crossed that we get that announcement very soon. And before the rest of our stories, let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Miss G. G is still not completely recovered, but she wanted to make sure that you all got your June weather report. Thanks, G. Now on to the rest of our stories. Showtime is going all out for Yellowjackets this award season. They threw a big bash for your consideration and the entire cast was there. They did a little meet and greet, gave out goodies, and they even aired the season finale, followed by a Q&A with the cast and writers. Seems as though Yellowjackets could be a big contender for some of the gongs this season, so keep your eyes peeled. The Yellowjackets cast will be heading up to Canada soon to film season 2. They're set to start filming on July 5th. And finally, Westworld returns this week, and we've got a trio of women-loving women in leading roles. Evan Rachel Wood, Ariana DeBose, and Tessa Thompson are all starring in season 4. The long-anticipated 4th season returns to HBO Max this Sunday. And that's all we've got time for today here at the Lesbian News. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure you come back next week for the latest and greatest in women-loving women news. From everyone here at the studio, Miss G and myself, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.